You know, some people entertain the idea of moving abroad after the 2024 election. You actually did it. Tell us about your experience so far, and do you have any regrets?
Yes, the important segment of any newscast. What Rosie O'Donnell thinks. This should be good.
I knew after reading Project 2025 that if Trump got in, it was time for me and my non-binary child to leave the country. And although I was not one of the celebrities who announced that that's what I would do, I made the decision within my family and my therapist.
I, for one, am shocked that Rosie would have a therapist to help her deal with her Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, she's so fragile and inept, she probably can't even handle a powered toothbrush.
And I put it in my mouth and I turned it on, clean and floss, and I almost drowned.
Welcome to this week's Wacky Moments of Leftist Extremism. Everything is coming up Rosie on CNN because if you can't handle an electric toothbrush...
Because it squirted in the back of my mouth and I was like choking.
Well, then the leftist media invites you on to talk about politics.
What has it been like watching the last few months unfold from abroad?
It's been heartbreaking, I have to tell you. I knew that if I was in the United States and watched him destroy the country and the Constitution.
Yeah, it was that kind of a week. Brain-dead leftist theories got lots of airtime. Now, the White House is kicking around ideas on how to raise the birth rate in America. Certainly something that begs some questions. What would these new programs be and how would they be paid for? But MSNBC dives right into their one and only issue: racism.
The overarching theme is this larger conservative ideology of what a family looks like, but also we can't ignore the racial element. This has a long-standing history in this country about who should be the dominant group, because we know the overarching fear is that white people will not be the dominant group by 2040. Now, we also know that you don't have to be white to subscribe to white supremacy.
That insane logic spread like a virus over to the ladies at The View.
They're saying that the U.S. birth rate is declining. However, in 2024, there was a 1% increase in U.S. births. But that increase was with Hispanic mothers and Asian mothers. So they don't seem to be concerned about that increase. They seem to be more concerned about a decrease in other populations.
Say it.
Don't worry, they'll continue with their fact-free journey of racist insinuations.
Have they said that this is to target only white families?
Oh, I didn't say that.
And they wonder why nobody trusts the media anymore. The left even recognizes that as a problem, but of course, they put the blame, well, I mean, who do they always blame for everything?
If you remember when President Trump was running the first time, Steve Bannon once said the goal is to blow the whole thing up. And so I think that you've got mistakes made or things starting to slip, while at the same time there's a concerted effort to destroy the media. Because the media, the news media, is, in my opinion, the last line of defense of holding power accountable.
Instead of looking inward, just blame Trump. It's all a conspiracy. All of history began when Donald Trump decided to enter politics. That's why trust in the media has been in a deep, deep spiral since 2009, the beginning of the Obama administration. But, you know, forget reporting facts. In the media, everything is Trump's fault. Don't want to fund the leftist activism of PBS and NPR? Well, you know who to blame.
And I think we should view the PBS and NPR funding fight in a broader prism. All of these Trump moves against the media, they're right out of the autocratic playbook.
Such a sinister plan to defund the state media. And when Stelter himself pulls back the curtain on the Machiavellian plan, it all hinges on letting Congress know about the money that they're spending.
This would be the first time in generations that NPR and PBS would be put up for an up or down vote in the Congress. Why? Because normally funding for public media is stuck in some big fat budget bill that maybe nobody even reads, and the money gets approved every year.
So now they'll read it and they'll put it to a vote. Oh my goodness, what the heck is Congress doing? It's just like Rosie O'Donnell predicted.
I knew that if I was in the United States and watched him destroy the country and the Constitution and really pay no mind to any of the laws that the founders stood by.
She's such a ball of energy. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties.
And it's been heartbreaking and personally very, very sad to watch.
What's really sad is to watch the leftist media blame Trump for everything and cover for Democrats. This week, CNN's Amanpour brought on the Massachusetts governor to claim the DOJ has been weaponized.
Just so folks understand, my background, I was Attorney General. In fact, I served alongside Pam Bondi for a time as the Attorney General here in Massachusetts. What we're seeing is something we've never seen before in this country. The weaponization of the Department of Justice, the launching of completely false investigations under false pretenses.
Where were these guys when the Biden DOJ declared war on Trump, including an armed raid on his home at Mar-a-Lago, or the manipulations of the Hunter Biden case? It's like they blacked out completely the Biden years.
The refusal now to comply with orders from the United States Supreme Court. We've not seen a president of this country ever do this.
Yeah.
Supreme Court blocked me from relieving student debt, but they didn't stop me.
Don't mention that. And don't mention the words illegal alien from El Salvador. That's
A Maryland father.
A Maryland father.
A Maryland father.
A Maryland father.
And don't use the term illegal alien for the man wanted for his role in the Rwandan genocide. He's
A beekeeper on New York's Long Island.
He's a New York beekeeper, sure. I'm sure some leftist lawmakers will go visit him and lobby for his release. It seems to be part of their strategy.
Is the kind of Chris Van Hollen strategy of literally going to El Salvador starting to win out at all?
Well, you could say that because certainly we saw the Maryland senator go to El Salvador.
I'm Eric Shiner asking you to make a strategy to go check out the MRC homepage. Click on that donate button. Visit MRCTV.org for all the latest in videos, news, and entertainment. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to these videos. We'll be back soon with another look at leftist media madness.